Welcome to Escape Your Expenses, where we help women gain independence with one-on-one coaching to become financially free. I'm your host, Rachel Koo, a financial coach and founder of Expense Concierge Solution. If you are ready to become financially free, then let's get started.
So today I would like to talk to you about one of the investing insight that I've gotten over the years. Of course, when we come up with our investing strategy, there are a lot of things to take note of and things to think about. For today, I want to focus on a specific aspect. I have a disclaimer, this is not the only thing to take note of. There are a lot of other factors to consider as well. But today I want to focus on this insight for you to think about. So when you look at your investing strategy, when you look at how you implement your investing habits, behaviors, think about what are you going for at the end of the day. Are you going for cash flow or are you going for capital gain at the end of the day? And I can tell you, based on me working with so many clients, it makes a huge difference when you are aware of what are you going for at the end of the day. Cash flow or capital gain. Let's explain a little bit about each of them first. Cash flow, what is cash flow? Cash flow is expecting a regular return. It could be monthly, quarterly, annually. Personally, I prefer monthly. And a regular return of money that's coming in from your investment instrument. And what is capital gain then? Capital gain is the expectation that you will earn a huge increase in return when, at the end of the day, when you exit your instrument. So this cash flow versus capital gain applies to any of the investment instrument, apply to REITs, stocks have dividends as well, applies to property, applies any financial instrument. So the thing about knowing what you're going for in the first place is it helps you to firstly plan your cash flow. Secondly, it helps you to fine-tune your strategy and helps you to understand and know which one works better for you. Why do I say that? Why am I talking about cash flow versus capital gain in today's episode? Well, how is this important? Let me share with you my personal story and what I've experienced myself. And this is with regards to property. And it applies to both property and other instruments, but this specific example is for property. So some time back, I have actually looked into buying a property to rent out. And when it comes to buying a property, both cash flow and capital gain may or may not come into the picture. So the fact that I was very clear in that I was going for cash flow allows me to zoom in on the specific type of property that will give me the cash flow that I'm going for. And I know that I may hold on to this property for the foreseeable future, and I'm not looking to sell it, which is why capital gain does not come into the picture. I don't factor in this aspect of capital gain at all. So in any of the financial instrument that you are going for you to be able to focus and to recover that capital gain aspect of your instrument, you would eventually want or be in a position where you want to sell it. Does that make sense? That's because at the end of the day, if you don't intend to sell the financial instrument, then I can tell you capital gain does not come into the picture unless you're putting the property or your instrument up for collateral, but that's another story altogether. So just going back to the basics and looking at things in the most simplistic sense, how you manage your investing strategy, what you come up with, whether you are looking for cash flow or capital gain, it makes a huge difference. Take this as one of the questions that you take into consideration when you are drafting up your investing strategy as well. It makes a difference to your investing strategy when you know that you are going for cash flow or you're going for capital gain. So remember earlier I was talking about going back to basics. Know that in your financial journey, in your investing journey, managing money is not a difficult thing to do. It can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. Whenever you feel overwhelmed with too much information or when you talk to people around you, just go back to the basics. Be aware and look at what you are going for. And I can tell you it is different for every single person out there. Every one of us, we have different goals, we have different intentions, we have different objectives. So at the end of the day, go for what works best for you, because my belief is you are the person who will care most about your money. So that's why you go back to the basics, know what you're going for, and managing money can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you are ready to become financially independent, please visit expenseconciergesolution.com to book a 15-minute call to learn about our coaching services. Or you can download our free guide, The 5 Critical Steps to Financial Agility. Break free from your worries, achieve security, and become financially free.